Hassan Graham.
How you doing?
Sean O'Connell from the PFL calling to welcome you to the Challenger Series Season 2. Undefeated heavyweight. Welcome. Very excited to watch you fight, man.
And I'm ready, man. This is big for me. I'm excited. I'm ready to step into the smart cage and perform, put on a great show.
So let's talk about the opportunity. You are potentially a fight away from earning a PFL invitation to the regular season. If you can do that, potentially 4 fights away from a $1 million championship.
It sounds great. You know, it's a great opportunity. I'm just grateful for being in this spot, perform every night, and, you know, and level up. Shoot for that million. That's the goal.
I will see you in Orlando, Florida, when the heavyweights square off for Challenger Series action on Fubo TV. Nice to meet you, Hassan. Very much looking forward to watching you fight.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you once again, man. The bounty hunter is coming, and I'm coming to collect the bounty.
All right, stay healthy till then. We'll see you soon.
Have a good night.
Across the globe, from Australia to Ireland to Brazil, from the sands of Saudi Arabia to the beaches of South Florida, 56 MMA fighters are preparing for the biggest opportunity of their lives.
I've been waiting for this moment, and now it's time for it to pay off.
The 2023 PFL Challenger Series on Fubo TV.
The journey to prominence begins tonight.
It's the chance to fight and earn a PFL contract.
Whoa!
The first step towards competing for $1 million and the title of world champion.
Oh my goodness!
The road has been paved already.
Oh my God! Taylor pulls the upset!
It is possible.
Congratulations, Delano Taylor from the Challenger Series to the PFL Welterweight Championship.
You just have to want it.
I promise you guys, I'm coming for the finish.
You just have to work for it.
My goal in MMA is to be a world champion, to be the best.
And when the moment comes, you have to seize it.
Oh, there's the knee! Flying knee for a first round finish!
Get ready to follow the rising stars of MMA as they fight to go from challenger to champion. The PFL heavyweight division has some of the most powerful knockout artists in MMA, including 2022 champion Ante Dillia.
And Ante Dillia knocks down Sheffield again, a 5-point finish.
For a promising group of young up-and-coming heavyweights, the PFL Challenger Series presents the opportunity to join Dillia in the PFL season. If you're new to the PFL Challenger Series, this is how it works. Live from Orlando, Florida, the PFL hosts 8 straight weeks of fights. Each night, there are 4 fights, but only 1 PFL contract awarded. For the challengers, winning isn't enough. They must also impress the celebrity judges and the fans, both of whom cast a vote. The contract winner then moves into the 2023 PFL season, where they have a shot at a world title and $1 million. One of the heavyweights competing in this year's Challenger Series is Hassan Graham out of Springfield, Massachusetts.
Hassan Graham, bounty hunter, heavyweight, 28 years old. So I moved out to Springfield, Massachusetts because my father was out here. I moved from New York to Springfield for better opportunities. It's not about where you go, it's about what you do. I'd like to welcome you guys to Putnam High School. This is where I wrestled at for 4 years, accomplished many things here. You know, I come back every year, help out, and see the upcoming guys. We're about to enter the dungeon where I started my high school wrestling career at. This is the dungeon because it's a small little petite wrestling room, but you know, we get a lot of work in. So we're gonna walk over and see what they're doing right now.
This is Hassan Graham. Surprise entrance from the start. He's an MMA fighter. He wrestled for me. He's a state champ, 2-time sectional champ, state champion, D1 champ, 3-time New England qualifier. He went to New England 3 times. He is now fighting MMA. And this is where it all began for him. You know
This is it. All right, so this is Coach Dave Alvarado. This was my high school coach when I was here.
Been here for about 25 years. Great coach, one of the best coaches in Western Mass. We actually both got inducted this year in the Hall of Fame at the same time, so it was an honor. It made my Hall of Fame induction even more special.
I've always pushed my guys, be at your best when you're at your worst. And I've always pushed Hassan that way, meaning when you're tired, you gotta be better than everybody else. And I believe that if he takes that same mentality that I've always instilled in him, he can outwork and outlast any fighter out there.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
My MMA journey started during COVID, actually, and there was nothing going on. No smokers, no fights, nothing. I stopped training for about a month, and out of the blue, an opportunity appeared. He was like, yo, we got a card popping up in your city. Would you like to fight on it? I quickly signed on the dotted line, yes. And I just went in there and did it. I performed well. After that, I gassed out. I was losing that third round, and I just went for a Hail Mary punch, kind of like a hammer fist, and knocked the guy out. And this was, in my mind, fight of the year, fight of the night. Everyone is going crazy, and ever since then, I've been hooked. Man, this right here, this is the High School of Commerce, where I excelled in all sports. You know, it's a special place. Also, my high school coach was my dad, and he's now the principal at the school. So let's go check it out, see if we can find him. All right, this is Coach Mathis, the high school coach here, AKA Dad. This is also my father. And it started right here in this weight room. We came in this ring room every day, grinded hard. We was bigger than everyone, and they knew when we got on that field, we was hitting. So my hitting started early on the football field, I would say.
Even when it came to wrestling and in MMA even more, every time he goes out there, every single time, you know, my stomach is in knots. You know, I don't fear for him per se, you know, but I feel like I'm out there fighting and wrestling every single time, and I just try to exert that into him, and, you know, 9 times out of 10, you know, I feel like we together come out on top.
Oh yeah, it's go time. It's time to put that work in. The first thing I would do if I achieve that and win $1 million is buy my mom a house. You know, my mother worked hard our whole life. We all lived in the city our whole life, and she never lived in a house. We lived in like a project building, so that'd be something wonderful for her to have. The contract would change my life, you know. I won't be working a 9 to 5. I'll be able to train all year round, and that'll be my job. MMA is still an upcoming sport, and you know, a lot of people are afraid of it because they don't know what it is. So I would like to give the knowledge I'm learning to my community. 2023 Challenger Series, the Bounty Hunter is coming. There's a bounty out there, and I'm coming to collect.
"2023 will mark the second season of the PFL Challenger Series on Fubo TV, where fighters have the opportunity of a lifetime, the chance to fight and earn a PFL contract. During the inaugural series in 2022, the heavyweights delivered electric finishes in all 4 fights.
PFL Challenger Series action, Week 6 in Orlando, Florida. Week 6 features the heavyweights. Big bodies clashing. Every one of them fighting for a contract. Our celebrity panel casts a vote. You, the fans, cast a vote, and you decide who the winner is. That winner will appear in our 2022 PFL season.
De Florianópolis, Brasil, Giacomo, o Viking de Lemos.
Lands a right hand, slips and rips that one. Oh! Nice combination there from Lemos, who now backs up Big Sexy. Oh, that puts him down! Giacomo Lemos goes to work with the hammer fist, and the referee waves that one off. Lemos.
Fighting from São Paulo, Brazil, Marcelo Nunes.
Lewis landing some punches. Nunes tries to kick his way out. Pavon Lewis hanging on for dear life. And there's a big squeeze. A tap from Pavon Lewis, but another submission victory.
Fighting out of Sanford MMA, Daquan Buckley.
Oh, right hand from Daquan Buckley, and then a flurry of punches behind. Oh! Another right hand.
This is not a good position for Buckley, but he gets on top. Cunningham eating some big shots.
Right hand goes to work. The referee calls this one. Daquan Buckley pounds out John Cunningham. Daquan Buckley.
Fighting out of Tel Aviv, Israel, Adam Koresh.
Tosses a kick out there. What we've seen from Adam Koresh so far has been unorthodox for a heavyweight striker. Oh my goodness, one punch through the armpit and that's enough. Adam Koresh chose his shot and put down Chad Johnson with a precision strike. Marcelo Nunes. Adam Koresh. And the fans decide the contract should go to Adam Koresh.
On that night, it was 6'4" Adam Koresh who took home the PFL contract. This year, Koresh would appear short next to one of the contenders, a 6'9" giant out of Brazil, Vitor Hacinde, who certainly has the attention of Ray Sefo and the PFL team.
The other heavyweight that I'm excited about also is Vitor Hacinde. He's a big unit. He's 4-0. I'm told that he has a lot of power, very strong. It sounds like he's a guy that can bang, but also could survive on the ground.
6'9". I thought we had the biggest heavyweight, 6'8", Hannon Ferreira.
Right.
But this guy is a monster physically. He's actually been doing some training on the side with Hannon Ferreira. So I don't know that helps though, Ray. You tell me. Heavyweights, how many 6'9", 6'8" guys is this guy gonna run into? I think he'd want to fight some shorter guys in training.
But the fact that he's actually training with Hannon, I mean, that's gonna be exciting and interesting when they actually meet up in the actual season. That being said, maybe I'm thinking ahead, too soon, but I think he's gonna be exciting either way.
I am Vitor Hacinde. My record is 4-0. I'm from Brazil. I'm from Crixás, Goiás. And now I'm training here in American Top Team. Estarei fazendo minha estreia no PFL Challenge Series. A minha vida toda, desde criança, meu sonho era ser jogador de futebol, como a maioria das crianças aí no Brasil. E chegou um certo momento que in Brazil, the big sports, number 1, football, and then MMA. Golaço.
Isso aí, meu irmão.
Na raça.
Monstro.
Pô, nos acréscimos, ainda bem que não vai pros pênaltis.
Caralho, velho, 1-0. Neymar, né?
Ninguém merece pênalti. Desde que eu comecei a treinar MMA, eu fui muito focado, ainda sou focado, continuo no foco, treino bastante.
Sem entrar muito, tá? Não quero que você avance, é daí, ó. Pum, pum, pum.
Tenho muita força de vontade para conquistar meus objetivos e meu sonho. E sei que essa é uma grande oportunidade. Estou em uma das maiores organizações do mundo e não vou deixar passar.
Oh, that was the right hand. Right. It's a 1-2 good night from Hannon Ferreira.
Conheci o Renan há cerca de 2 anos atrás, no Rio de Janeiro, onde ele treina e vive. Eu fui fazer a minha estreia no MMA no Rio de Janeiro. Em 15 dias fiz 2 lutas. E o Renan, mais uma vez, a gente está junto. Ele, inclusive, está ficando na minha casa esses dias, né? É um cara que eu considero muito, tem muita humildade e vontade de ajudar também.
O Vitão vai estar lutando aí o PFL Challenge Series e tenho certeza que ele vai dar um show, vai ser campeão, vai conseguir esse contrato. Ele está muito bem treinado, muito feliz por essa oportunidade, essa grande oportunidade no PFL e tenho certeza que vai ser um show.
Oi, princesa do papai. Princesa do papai, amor. Oh, princesinha do papai, amor. Tudo isso, eu agradeço muito a minha esposa, que foi ela que desde o começo, quando eu comecei a treinar lá em Goiânia, ela me incentivou a vir para cá, a poder buscar melhores treinos, poder buscar melhores oportunidades.
Family is everything to Vitor, everything. That's his purpose in life, is to be able to provide for his kids and for his wife. And I know his wife has been by his side this entire time.
Apaixonada no papai.
Minha namoradinha. A namoradinha do papai.
Every time I'm with him, it's always about them. So, I know that that's what he's going to be thinking about when he steps in that cage.
Depois que eu tive meus 2 filhos, eu aprendi o que é amor de verdade. Com o apoio dela. Hoje, graças a Deus, ela está aqui do meu lado, com toda a minha família, meus filhos, e isso é a coisa mais importante. Eu não tenho mais o que agradecer a Deus. Foi muito bom para agregar a minha carreira de MMA, desde o começo da minha carreira nos esportes de combate. Vou entrar com essa mão, fui.
Vitor is very much in this new wave of heavyweight that we're seeing here, where they're more athletic than they've been in years past. I mean, Vitor, he's 6'9", 245 pounds, and he's got a six-pack. He's a physical specimen. I think we're all going to see that come February 10th.
In 2022, the PFL held win and you're in fights for this year's Challenger Series. One of those bouts was won by a rising star out of Manchester, England, the undefeated heavyweight, Abraham Babley.
I want to mention the guy who fought in the London undercard, Abraham A.B. Babley. This guy's a smaller heavyweight. I mean, I think the kid might want to think about going to 205 eventually, but this guy's got massive, massive power. This guy touches people, they go to sleep right away. He's a heck of a prospect in my mind at the heavyweight division, especially in the UK. There's not a ton of big guys over there. This guy might be the best one over there at this point.
Well, the fact that he's actually, a powerful guy and believes in his power, I don't know if he would want to cut, 30 pounds or 25 pounds to get to 205. That being said, yeah, that's the decision he has to make. But he is definitely a handful, for any heavyweight.
They don't want it with me. You got a problem with me? Love, Abraham, A.B. Babley. Man, you won't ever stop.
A lot of things can change in my life, but most importantly, I want to show to myself and to the world that I will be one of the best heavyweights, all best fighters in the world, no doubt.
Babley finishes that single leg beautifully, right into side control. There's the heavy left hands from Babley.
Living in London, there's only 2 options for me, either dead or in jail. And those were the only options I had, so I had to make that choice to move and better my life, and it was the best decision I've ever made.
Oh, nice counter left hand shot by Babley. Oh, nice shot by Babley on the inside. Trying to keep Louis Sutherland stationary so he could do that.
Nice big double, freight train double, right to back position.
I've been away from my hood, as they would say down here, and 90% of people, maybe even 95% of people still live in the same place, so we live in a place where things don't change. People are happy with their circumstances. I was never happy with my circumstances, and that's why I'm going to prove why I am a problem for this division, no doubt.
Oh, right hand. Another right hand. Abraham Babley.
In building the 2023 Challenger Series roster, Ray Sefo and his team have combed the globe to find the best up-and-coming heavyweights. In Scotland, they found Louis Sutherland, who goes by the nickname, the Vanilla Gorilla.
Another heavyweight that we're looking to bring in is Louis Sutherland.
Yeah, the Vanilla Gorilla. Yep. This guy was 4-0. We signed him to come into the undercard of the European shows. 4 knockouts on his record coming in. Right. He, caught his first loss, but it was a great fight against another guy we're looking at, Abraham Babley. But Louis Sutherland is a big man. This is all of 6'4", all of 265 pounds with heavy, heavy hands. He stopped all his opponents coming in before we signed him and could, springboard him to bigger and better things.
Louis Sutherland, I'm a heavyweight. They call me the Vanilla Gorilla. From London, representing Scotland. Scotland's a part of the United Kingdom, yeah. It's its own country. Different history, different culture, everything's different.
Louis Sutherland lives in England, he trains in England, but he waves the Scottish flag to honor his roots.
So the reason why I represent Scotland, first of all, is because my father was Scottish. He passed away when I was 16. And I do it out of respect for him, so I've got a part of him when I'm fighting. He's always with me, so that's the reason why I represent Scotland, and I do it for him.
Sutherland is deceptively quick himself for a big guy.
I'm definitely explosive, seek and destroy. I'm a hard hitter, and yeah, you'll be surprised the way I can move for a heavyweight.
Sutherland grabs the hold of Abraham Babley. Nice knee on the defense here from Sutherland. Oh! Big right hand! Throws a knee up from that front headlock position. And lands the right hand. Now he's got Babley moving back.
I've got a lot of support behind me. I can't wait to get in there and put on a show for all my fans and show everyone obviously what I'm about. For people that don't know me, I'm sure they're going to remember me after that.
On February 10th, 8 heavyweights will have the chance to earn a PFL contract and get one step closer to being the next champion and millionaire of the PFL. For the chosen fighters, this is the opportunity they've been working for. Who will meet the moment? Who will take the next step in their career and go from challenger to champion? Next time on Challenger to Champion, it's the lightweights who get their shot at glory. Headlined by an undefeated fighter aptly named the Prodigy, Nicaragua's Elden Espinoza.